Seeing what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not interested in waiting for other people. I've got to do what I've got to do. I'll be fighting in February, early March at the latest. I'll be defending my WBC championship, and that's it. I really fight. I'll take the little cruiserweight guy. I'll show you how to give a little small man a good hiding. I'll run him over. It'll look like he's been run over by an 18-wheeler, just like Deontay Wilder, but I'll reverse back over him and then run him over again. That's what I'll do with him. Too small.
Tyson, how long?
Those are the words of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury as he explains what he would do to Oleksandr Usyk. And he said that he would run over the cruiserweight. And he was referring to Oleksandr Usyk, of course, now as the current unified heavyweight champion of the world for beating Anthony Joshua. And he said he would run him over, then he would back up. They would run him over like Deontay Wilder, then back up and then run him over again. That's what he will do to him because he is too small. Those are the words of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Let me counterpunch. I'm hoping that fight happens now because, see, when one door closes or shut, locked, bolted, another door comes open. And I hope because of the Dillian White's fight that's not happening, we will see a fight, or like right now, we will see a fight between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury. You know, that just depends on if they get past their next opponents, whoever Tyson Fury fights, versus what Oleksandr Usyk does in the rematch with Anthony Joshua. Okay, and I want to see that fight now because I have an igging suspicion that Tyson Fury will have more problems out of Oleksandr Usyk than he ever imagined. Okay, him thinking he's too small, he forgets Stephen Cunningham. You know, he knew that I can't outbox him. He will find that out. I don't think Tyson Fury can outbox Oleksandr Usyk. I think overall Usyk has him in speed and ring IQ. Okay, now that is the Pepsi Challenge question, because I know I'm going to get a lot of, what? No way! But I think that Oleksandr Usyk is a better boxer than Tyson Fury. Speed category, they're about the same. But I think Oleksandr Usyk, because he's smaller, he uses his advantages, or he uses his smallness or his size as an advantage, you know, and then he can move more. You know, I think, you know, a guy that's labeled the Cat is quick on his feet, but I think he's able to get in and out. Okay, so I don't think he will fight Tyson Fury like Tyson Fury expects him to fight him. See, a lot of times people get aggravated with certain fighters that they expect them to fight a certain style so it can appease to them where their style, and it doesn't work that way. Okay? A lot of people might hate it, or a lot of people, oh man, you're using the ring too much, you're running. Well, that guy's making it difficult for you to hit him because it's hit without being hit. So if you're not able to hit him and he's able to hit you, that you have the problem, not him. A lot of times the narrative is spin around that, hey, that guy won't let that other guy hit him. So what happens is you get a boxer that's in there with a guy that likes to brawl, as we know Tyson Fury has been newly trained to do since last year. You'll start looking at like a cat and mouse like deal. The cat chases the mouse with no avail. And then then pretty soon you'll be rooting for the cat because you want something to happen. But who is the cat? We definitely know the cat is Oleksandr Usyk. He's labeled the cat, right? But then Tyson Fury is definitely the gato. The mouse, right? But in that case, it would be Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury would have to chase him. And if Tyson Fury is chasing the gato, this is the cat, I think that he will find out that it will be more tiresome to fight someone like Oleksandr Usyk. So it wouldn't be a good idea to come in at 260 because 260 could be too heavy for someone elusive as Usyk. See, a lot of people think he's too big and they think that will benefit him in that fight. But in fact, it could only end up tiring him out, especially if he wasn't in shape. Now, it's all up to really Tyson Fury on how that goes. If he trains every day, he has to up the ante. He has to train more. He has to come in shape because if he doesn't, Oleksandr Usyk, he doesn't have to run him over. Okay? He will matador him to death. So better yet, bull in the matador is a better analogy for that. Because everyone's saying that bull's too big for that matador, but that matador is still a matador. Okay? And that's what happens. You tire that matador out, by your techniques and your agility. And that's exactly what happens in this situation. Okay? So, him saying that he's too small, I need to see this fight now because I think that's a dangerous mindset to have. And another thing I want to leave you guys with. You think of Tyson Fury in the last 2 years. He's only fought Deontay Wilder. If his next fight it happens to be Usyk, which it won't, but if he happens to fight someone that's not elusive with Oleksandr Usyk and goes in there and fights Oleksandr Usyk, I think he will lose. Why? Because for one, he doesn't have the preparation to fight someone like Usyk. No one has prepared him for that. There's no prepping time for fighting someone like that. You see how Sean Porter did with Terrence Crawford? There's no prepping time because there's no one that fought like that guy. You need someone smaller, at least, that's going to emulate that fight or show you some form of what that guy's going to do. Okay? Because if Tyson Fury's fighting Deontay Wilder, the way he was fumbling and bumbling and all around the place, off balance, flat-footed at times because he was overweight, and you fought him twice, what makes you think that you're going to be prepared for Oleksandr Usyk, the guy that's too small? And that's your only out, is he's too small? That's what I gotta see, people. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury saying that he's going to run over Oleksandr Usyk, then back up, and then run him over again. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.